Episode 5, How to Create Block Pressure, Part 1. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us as we explore the fighting game genre. This time, we're going over common principles of block pressure, which are relevant to many different chain games, where you can cancel normals into other normals, rather than only into specials and supers. We'll start with the basic structure, and then expand upon it to maximize its effectiveness. Every chain you start is bound to end eventually because of two limiting factors, the pushback and the cancel route. Pushback. Every additional move pushes the opponent farther away, and eventually your next move will whiff. Cancel route. You can cancel normals from lighter to heavier, but usually not from heavier to lighter. In addition, while you can cancel normals into specials and supers, you can't cancel from specials and supers into normals. So dealing with an incoming regular chain is easy. Just block until the pushback or chain route ends the offense. Then it's your turn. But every character has pressure extenders, which, as the name suggests, allow pressure to extend beyond the usual limits. A pressure extender can be a single move or a specific sequence of moves. While every pressure extender in the game is unique in nature, they all overcome one or both of the two limiting factors. Overcoming the pushback limitation is done by moving your character forward. Overcoming the chain route limitation is done by ending the attack sequence with frame advantage, allowing you to act before the opponent and start a new attack sequence. Many pressure extenders are easy to find. Simply look in the frame data for moves that grant frame advantage or block. Don't forget that most jump-in normals are also pressure extenders, as long as they are done close enough to the ground. Pressure extenders can be divided into free extenders, and extenders that cost resources like super meter. We'll start with free extenders, which are not really free per se. Their price is measured in time and risk. While waiting and blocking beats regular chains that end naturally, pressure extenders beat blocking. Merely waiting and blocking extenders allows the attacker to get closer, get frame advantage, and continue attacking. The common weakness of free extenders is that there's always a gap somewhere, which the defender can take advantage of. During that gap, the defender can do a specific action, other than blocking, that will cut the pressure short. For example, trying to stuff a fast attack, or an invincible attack in between the opponent's attacks, is known as abare in Japanese. The defender can also use this gap to try to escape via movement options. But performing your action of choice at the wrong time, not during a gap, may mean taking a hit. This mix of options defines the constant decision-making both the attacker and the defender engage in during pressure. The defender tries to predict when the extender is going to come in the chain, and what type of extender it's going to be, because different extenders require specific countermeasures. The attacker tries to mix up extender timing, when the extender is used in the chain, and between different extenders. The attacker can also make this harder by utilizing fake gaps, or frame traps, in order to bait an action and punish it. This is done by replacing the extender with a move that instead would hit slightly sooner. While cancelling, this can be achieved by delaying the cancel into the next move, or by cancelling into a slow startup move. Now let's look at some examples of free extenders. Kai's 6H normal is, by itself, a pressure extender. It moves forward and grants frame advantage. Its flaws are slow startup and a gap that allows for defensive measures. The situation is very simple in this case. If the defender can predict when 6H is up next, they can stop the pressure. But if Kai used a faster move instead, as a frame trap, the opponent may get hit for trying to counter a possible 6H. By mixing up the timings and utilizing baits, Kai can get his 6H to connect and create effective block pressure. Now let's look at another free extender, Kai's 2P. It grants frame advantage, and while it doesn't move Kai forward, it also doesn't push the opponent back a lot. The extender option with 2P is block 2P, move forward a bit, 2P. The movement part is where the gap is. The bait frame trap option is block 2P, recover and wait a bit, 2p. It's not an extender because of pushback. In this option, you make a sacrifice of distance to be able to attack with a faster timing, hoping to catch retaliation attempts. You can also create extenders by utilizing jump cancels, and from there, using your aerial movement and attack options. In these cases, the gap is after the jump cancel and before reaching the opponent with your next attack. While 3 extenders gaps can potentially allow the opponent to hit you back, the inherent risk is usually worth it. This is because most games reward continuous offense in multiple ways, like super meter gain and filling the opponent's guard bar, which also baits the opponent into getting hit. If you mix your patterns well, block pressure will grant you many victories. In the next episode, we'll continue and discuss chain phases, resource cost extenders, and how to construct effective block pressure. Until then, take some time to think about what we presented, and if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe for more episodes.